Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Anything and Everything with Donna Lisa. I'm your host, Donna Lisa. And today I have some really special guests with me. Everyone here is special, but you guys actually, I've been in touch with you for almost 3 years now when you started your business and been trying to get you guys on the podcast. And then you guys originally started off working out of your home kitchen, and now you have a storefront. So welcome, Rodney and Cindy. Aganad.
Yep.
I want to make sure I got that right. Yeah. Owner of CinCityCheesakakes. So interesting story. I was reading your bio. You guys have actually known each other since you were 12.
Yes.
Yes.
We met in seventh grade.
Seventh grade. Okay. I was in like grade school. So that's middle school.
Correct. Yes.
You guys have been together since then, or were you just friends?
No, we were just friends.
Okay.
I had a crush on him.
Oh, got
we
it.
went to
Okay.
the 8th grade dance together, that last dance in 8th grade before you go to high school. So
Yes.
He asked me to that, and we just went. I think we probably danced like one song.
Right.
I think it was Boyz II
And
Men.
then just
It was a
hung out.
Boyz II Men song.
The last one
Yeah.
till the end of the road or something.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then did you guys go to the same high school together as well?
No, we split ways in high school. I went to college, and then I went to culinary school. And then he moved away to Virginia for about 10 years.
Oh, wow. Was
after
that
high
for school, or was it just you guys just decided to move away?
I decided to move away.
So far.
Just doing things.
Yeah.
Getting into trouble, really.
Oh, okay.
I wanted something new and stuff as well,
Right.
too. So, I had a friend out there.
Okay.
So that's really why. And then I went out there.
Gotcha.
Just stayed there for like 10 years and then decided I need to come back home.
So when did you come back?
In 2010.
Okay. And then you,
2010.
Cindy, you were finished with culinary school.
I was. Yeah,
Okay.
I was
And
finished
you were
with-
already like working out here. So he came back and then you guys decided to go ahead and continue dating.
No, we never dated. We just,
You guys were just like friends.
we
the
were
whole
just
time.
friends. We just
wow.
I had a crush on him, but nothing like we never pursued anything because we were only like 12,
Right, right.
13.
Well, 12-year-olds nowadays are like
Yeah,
very,
it's
aggressive,
different.
very
It's a little
different,
different.
very
Yeah, it's a little
different. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But we ended up. He contacted me in 2012.
Gotcha. Okay.
Through Facebook.
Wow.
Yeah, he was like he wanted.
Everyone
to see
finds
from-
everyone on Facebook these days. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I was new to social media.
Oh, so
then,
you were like getting into it,
like,
and then
getting
she
into
reached
it,
out.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I was reaching out to people and stuff, and then I was like, yeah, what's up? Like, what's up with this girl from back in
I
the
haven't
days?
seen you in like 10 years.
For real, yeah. And then I hit her up, and then we just started like messaging.
Yeah.
And then one thing led to another, for real. And
Wow.
it's like a match made in heaven, really.
Nice. Well, the
It's
fact that
been
you guys
nice.
knew each other since childhood, that's kind of cute.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, and that's why I was
So-
a lot more comfortable just
Yeah.
because I kind of knew him.
Right.
from-
You already knew him.
Yeah,
from
but then
before.
I didn't as an adult. I didn't know him. So
you guys
it was
had to
weird.
kind of
Yeah,
learn
it
each
was-
other all over again.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
for
Wow.
sure.
Since like 8th grade dance.
Yeah.
That's cute. That's a really cute story, by the way. So now, fast forward. Here you guys are owners of CinCityCheesakes, located in North Las Vegas.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit how that started. Was it mainly, I'm curious because it was during COVID. Cindy, was it during the time were you furloughed from work, or like how did that idea
It
come
was,
about?
yeah.
Okay.
It was.
So you
when-
just decided out of the blue, you're a pastry chef by trade.
I am. Yeah.
15 years.
Yes. I
Wow.
am. And I always kept up with it. I didn't
Okay.
work any. So when I moved to Vegas from where we're from, San Jose,
Right.
no one would hire me just
Right.
because I didn't have the experience.
Where
working
were
in a
you
casino.
working in San Jose? I have family up there.
I was working at a escrow company.
Oh,
for
so
a
you
little
weren't in
bit.
the pastry chef trade at the time. You weren't in that.
No, I
right?
wasn't doing that. I just
Okay.
went to school for it because my
Gotcha.
whole life I've always loved baking pastries.
Yeah.
I've always loved cooking.
Okay.
Always watched my mom. And then I decided to do the pastry school after college just to
Gotcha,
see
okay.
where that would take me.
Well, look at where you guys are at
Yeah,
now.
that's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Rodney,
Yes.
what were you doing at the time?
At that time, while like you were in school or something, I was in Virginia.
Yeah.
So like out of high school,
Right,
right?
right.
We went to different high schools. So fresh out of high school, kind of, I went to Virginia. So
Okay.
out there, I was like, it's kind of like dabbling in the music, but I was just running the streets. I'm not even gonna lie. I was running the streets. Just doing
And you
that.
turned your life around.
I
Look
turned
at
my
you.
life around. Basically,
Yeah,
that's
business
that's
owner.
just
That's
what it is.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I came back home and I wanted to help my grandmother, really,
Okay.
and my grandfather.
Okay.
On my Filipino side, so I did. And then we just connected really from there.
Yeah.
And then, like I moved to Vegas.
Okay.
I was working just jobs, you know what I mean?
Right.
Warehouse,
driving for warehouses and stuff.
Okay.
Good jobs. But then during the pandemic, that's when it happened.
Well, but everybody was still driving at the time, right? Like people were, I mean, it was very delayed, don't get me wrong, like shipments and all that stuff, but it was still going on, right? Because you're not really in front of people every day. So you don't have to worry about like having a socially distance and all that. You're just in the truck by yourself.
Yeah. But but like specifically at that time, I was working at the cannery. So I was at the casino and then they had like shut it down.
Gotcha.
So that's both of us. And we were just at the house and one of our friends, he was doing, he already had his thing going on and then he started doing like plates.
Yeah.
Oh,
so then,
out of his house.
Was he like a chef as well?
He is, yeah.
He's a chef as well.
Chef Roy, what's up, Chef Roy?
Wow.
Chef
Not
Roy.
like the Roy, right? From like Roy's Restaurants. This is a different Roy.
No, it's a different Roy.
Yeah. This is the neighborhood
Okay,
Roy.
got it. Hi, Roy.
Yeah. Really cool dude, right? So
he kind of inspired us.
He did like inspire us.
Okay.
He inspired me a lot. I was like, dude, if he can like do it, like, I can do it. Because I've always had that thought, right? Like I'm gonna be my own boss.
Right.
I just didn't know in what.
Yeah.
And then
so you took her skill set and just kind of.
That's what I did. I took her skill set because I can do the other part.
Right. You're like the mastermind behind
I'm the
so
hustler.
you just kind of decided, let's just start this business.
Yeah, because she would always I would always ask her too, and she said, no, I don't want to.
What was holding you back? You just
scared.
Really?
I was just scared, yeah.
Wow. Okay. I mean, it's so good. I've tried it and I've ordered and I was excited when you guys got your storefront. I've been wanting to go out there with my kids. I just haven't had time, but I'm excited for you guys. So how many months were you guys doing it out of your home before you guys decided like, hey, let's just get a storefront?
It was about a year out of the house, and then we rented in the same commissary. There's another
like commissary kitchen.
Yeah, there's another suite that you rent hourly, so we were doing it out of there too.
Wow.
And the house, yeah.
And who started? Was it just the two of you guys starting it off, or did you guys have any help?
It's just always been us two.
Really?
Always to this day.
Yeah.
To this day.
Do you guys have? Do you guys want to hire any extra help, or is it just the two of you guys? You guys are perfectly fine.
For right now, we're perfectly fine. Like right now, but like when we get the brick and mortar, then we will hire people because that's our main plan to get a brick and mortar.
Right.
And hope, maybe it could be a standalone, but you know.
I mean, have you guys been looking like at places? North Las Vegas is growing. There are a lot of like commercial things popping up out there, right?
Yeah. It's really, really expensive. So we're still
what is
taking
the average
our baby
rent
steps.
going nowadays? Like a square foot? What are they charging?
There was one that was 1,080 square feet.
Yeah.
In the north,
it's
close
like
to our house.
over $5 a square, like $6.
It was like almost $4 a square foot.
Wow,
Yeah,
up in the north side. Wow,
yeah,
that's
and that
crazy.
wasn't including like they have the maintenance HOA monthly, which was going to be at that location was going to be like $800 on top of your rent.
Wow.
On
Do they
top of
also
everything
charge
else,
like? I know my parents had like a storefront. Do they charge like water and all that extra stuff? That's all additional on top of that too?
I believe it is.
Yeah.
At
Or they
our
give you so
commissary,
many-
it's all included,
Okay.
so that's always nice.
Oh, that's good. Nice. There's a commissary kitchen too downtown. Is that? Or did you guys work out there too?
No, there's
It's
a couple of commissary ghost kitchens out here. I know the 4D
I didn't realize they had them up
where
north
we're at.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, where we're
Okay.
at 4D, they have, I think, like 3 or 4 locations
Okay.
in the valley.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think there's actually one somewhere around here off of
Right,
D.
right.
Martin somewhere or something.
I
That's
don't
4D
know.
commissary
I know
related.
there's some downtown. A couple of my friends opened up they were doing it for their oyster bar. So
Okay.
yeah, nice to know that it's like in different places, right?
Yeah,
You guys
heck
have
yeah.
opportunities there. So
Yeah.
nice. So you guys have been doing this for how long now at the commissary kitchen? About a year?
A year
It's a
and
little bit
half.
longer
A year
than
and a
that.
half.
Year and a
Yeah.
half.
A
We
year
just
and a half
celebrated
now.
our year in
Okay.
February.
Yes.
Wow. That's exciting.
Yes, it is.
And then your daughter, so your logo is your daughter?
It's
Yeah.
her. Yeah.
Cute little girl. That's cute. And the future owner?
Yes.
Yeah.
One
Nice.
day, yes.
One day. Does she like to bake with you?
She likes to taste more than bake.
She's the taster.
yeah. Yeah. When we make like cinnamon rolls at home or whatever,
Yeah.
she'll help do
That's
stuff
cute.
and sprinkle things and stuff. But she just likes to taste. She's like him.
Yeah.
They just want to
So
eat it.
I'm curious to know, Cindy, were you working at a hotel out here on the Strip? at one point?
No, I was working. So when I moved out here and I wasn't getting hired by anyone, I did office work.
Right.
So that's what I did. I worked for CCR, Canterbury Casino Resorts, at their corporate office for like 10 years. And then they got bought out by Boyd.
Okay.
I went to Boyd Corporate for a little bit, and then I wasn't feeling it. So I ended up going back to a casino. At the cannery that was originally owned by CCR. So I knew a lot of people that worked there. I knew my boss.
They were Boyd at one point. The cannery? No?
They weren't Boyd. They were Boyd. I think, when did they get bought out? I was still pregnant, so it was like 2017.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was way before.
Yeah.
Before COVID.
Yeah. So I was just doing like office work.
Right.
And
so you never actually worked in a kitchen out here?
No.
Like on the Strip? Wow.
No.
So what made you decide to just keep doing it at home just for fun? Was it just...
Yeah, just because I went to school for it, paid so much money to not
Where'd
do
you go
it.
to culinary school?
I went to a professional culinary institute in Campbell, California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was in the Bay Area in California. But yeah, so just did that, and yeah, it is.
And then your friend Roy, so going back to Roy, he just like one day said, hey, you guys should just...
No, I seen him on social media, on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then I was like, dude, we need to, like... I just, it clicked right there.
Right.
And I told her, she was in the kitchen. I was like, hey, we need to do this business.
Right.
And she was like, and she finally said like, okay.
Right.
And then we just like kind of put it together. And I think we made our first like delivery Labor Day.
Yeah. Which
was like a week later or two, I believe. And we just put it into motion, you know?
So
like finally.
Like how was it? How was the pre-planning for all this? Like when it comes to marketing and all that, like who came up with the logo? Your cute little daughter, of course. Like who, and of course your name, Cindy. So Cin, for you guys who don't know, CinCityCheesecakes. Cin is spelled C-I-N.
Yes.
For Cindy. So I thought that was cute.
Yes.
So like who came up with all the marketing and who helped promote it? Was it the both of you or was it just you, Rodney? Because I saw you guys on social media and that's where I was like, I need to get in touch with these people.
Yeah. I think the logo was me and the name, or was it you? I'm not sure. But I think it was me.
I think we both wanted our daughter's face on there because that's who we're doing this for, is for her. And then we got in contact with our friend Marcy. And she did the logo with her brother. Yeah. And
she's like a graphic designer.
She is.
Nice.
And she's a photographer.
Yes.
Oh,
Marcy
very
Johnson.
cool. Okay.
So y'all check her out, Marcy Johnson.
Very cool.
We went through a few logos with her, but this is the one that stuck. We took a little picture of Mila with her tongue out like that. So
that's so cute. I was looking at it. I'm like, it's got to be their daughter.
Yes.
Cute idea. So, like, when you guys got everything rolling, how were you guys looking to promote it besides social media? Where is it like word of mouth with your friends?
Word of mouth. And all, friends,
flyers,
family, flyers,
really?
social media.
I would give it out to everyone that I come across. I would put them on windows.
Right.
And just everyone I see every day, I would approach people and just tell them about my business.
That's that hustle mentality. He doesn't care. He's just like,
that's all him.
I can see like you're probably the shy one.
I am.
You're like, I'll just be on the back end. He's like, hey, buy our cheesecakes, right?
Yes.
Nice.
Well,
exactly.
But I told her it's going to be all females. Right. So I would talk to the females.
Okay.
Really.
Which I was
really,
okay
you don't
with.
think you don't think men would want cheesecake?
They do. They do, right? But it's facts, and you can look at our Instagram. It tells you like, the graph.
Really?
Part of it or whatnot.
Yeah. It's all females that
the
follow you
majority
guys.
is female.
Wow.
And I told her that from day one.
Right.
So I talk to the female. I really don't talk to dudes about it.
Right.
Unless I kind of know, like I'll feel you out. You know what I mean?
Right.
I know you got some attitude or whatever. You're not feeling it. I'm not even trying to talk to you.
Right.
Normally a female all the time. She's like, yes, I love cheesecake. So that's who I target.
Do you guys do orders for like birthday parties and all that?
Yes.
Did it start with that?
Yeah,
like
we do catering.
Wow.
We do like number boxes. So our baby cakes are like the size of cupcakes.
Okay.
So we carve out these huge numbers and then we put our cheesecakes, kind of decorate it so that, if they turn 6 or 7 years old, you can present them with like a little number box.
Yeah, that's cute.
And then we also do 12 packs.
Okay.
Large orders of those for like weddings, birthdays, anniversaries. We've done like a lot of different occasions for everyone.
We got a wedding like next week actually. So So
do they have a cake? Because I've heard the weddings nowadays, people are kind of going away from cakes. They're just doing cupcakes and donuts. And
I don't
kind of like a little sweet kind of table.
Yeah, like a little dessert table.
Yeah.
Because nobody really wants the cake, right? I mean, I still like cake, but... Yeah,
we're
but
going to see
heard
next month, though, because my cousin's getting married, so we're going to go check her out. I don't know what she has. She was actually inquiring about our cheesecakes, but I don't know.
Nice.
But we'll see. Yeah.
So who comes up with, you guys have 60 flavors.
We have over 60.
I think when you guys started, you had what, like 10, 12?
10, 12. And then
so how many different, how do you guys come up with all the ideas? Like, do you have like mango? I haven't looked at your flavors.
We do have mango.
You do?
We do a mango jam.
Wow.
And then we put fresh cut mango. But it has to be like mangoes from the Philippines.
So is it seasonal too? Because what if mango? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It's seasonal because they're out of season right now. We've been going to Seafood City. And they don't have
of course you go to Seafood.
Of course we go to Seafood City, right? Those are the best mangoes right there, you know?
Do you guys have like passion fruit, guava flavor too?
We do have passion fruit.
Yes.
We haven't done guava yet. I think that's going to be our next one because one of our customers asked if we had guava.
Yeah.
We don't
guava
yet,
cake is really good.
Oh, yeah.
I used to live in Hawaii, so they have like
beautiful.
Guava cake, passion fruit, lilikoi. I guess that's So you guys have all those tropical flavors.
We do.
And then you have the standard like chocolate, vanilla. Okay.
Yep. Our number one flavor is always strawberry crunch. So that one tastes like a strawberry shortcake ice cream. That's the one that we brought you today.
That's the one that
you have one today. Yeah.
I tried did you guys have that when you started? Or was it just strawberry? I think you just had a plain strawberry.
We just had the fresh
strawberry crunch is different. So there's a crunch to it.
Yes.
Yeah. So it tastes like a strawberry shortcake ice cream. That's the number one seller. That one usually sells out really fast. But we make a bunch of them when we're open. But yeah, that one's the number one flavor for sure.
So, 60 flavors. I'm just trying to think, like, how do you guys keep up with the demand for every single flavor? Because most people, you guys starting off, that small and not having an actual brick and mortar yet, they want to keep the inventory small, right? They don't want to offer too many varieties. How do you guys maintain all that?
No, we like to think outside the box.
Yeah.
So we're not going to limit ourselves just because we're in a ghost kitchen.
Right.
We're a full-fledged shop, cheesecake shop, the only cheesecake shop in Las Vegas, by the way.
That's right.
Yes, I did leave that part out.
Yes.
You're right. Because other pastry shops have cheesecake, but you guys are dedicated 100% cheesecake.
Yeah, they have other products. They have food. They'll have cakes. They'll have breads. We have like cheesecake products.
Okay.
Like
all
everything
cheesecake.
that we do has cheesecake in it.
It's focused on cheesecake.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what sizes do you guys have now? You have the 4-inch?
The 4-inch minis are our largest size.
Okay.
And then we have our baby cakes.
Okay.
Which are the size of cupcakes. We have our colossal cheesecake cookies.
Okay.
We just came out with our danishes. That was really good.
Yes. Just Saturday we did that.
Danish.
Our cheesecake Danish is unbelievable.
Really?
Oh,
so are you
goodness.
guys getting up at the crack of dawn every day like to bake these?
We just,
or is it
like him and I, we're married, but we are like a really, really good team. Like he knows
awesome.
my main stuff. I know what he's focused on. And we just do a lot of prep work.
Okay.
We have usually just one day off, which is Mondays. And every day we're just constantly prepping.
What's your busiest day?
Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Really?
Saturday for sure.
So what happens when you guys have like an order, like too large of an order for the two of you guys? Will you bring on extra help? Or is it just the two, like you guys are good right now, just work till past midnight to get things done?
We'll get up like extra earlier if we need to be there like, 2 hours earlier to complete it and then, open up shop.
Wow.
But usually it's just been us two. We might bring in like our niece sometimes, but usually it's just always us two.
That's good that you guys like get along and you work together. My parents had a family business, and my mom, she was always a hairstylist, but my dad worked, he had his own job, right? He worked for the water district. Then after we grew, this is in Southern California, after I graduated high school, we moved to Hawaii. My parents bought a franchise. They started this Fantastic Sounds franchise. And let me tell you, they worked with each other every day. They would come home and then just the arguments would start because they were with each other every day. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys got to start scheduling different times because you're with each other morning till afternoon. Then you come home and you're with each other, in the evening. How do you guys manage like the balance with, because you're obviously working together all day, right?
Yeah. I think it's just, we know when to stop and not irritate him, or he knows when to stop irritating me because we have that kind of like face, but we get along so we get along
You're like
so
making
well.
cheesecake, like don't talk to me.
Like we'll have to talk.
That's funny.
We just know the balance on how to get along and work and personal. And,
right.
We're not trying to fight. I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah,
we're just trying to make money.
Oh, exactly. Make money and have fun and enjoy each other. Like, I don't want to be bickering while we're here, trying to make money and provide. Like, there's no time for that.
Have you guys do you feel like you guys have gotten closer since starting the business? Because you're not, working in separate places now. You guys are working with each other every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no secrets.
No,
that's
nothing
awesome.
at all. You know what I mean?
Like we just.
Don't you want a new coworker? Cindy's
sometimes I do want to fire him, but then I'm like, dang, I can't do that because I still live with the guy, right?
My husband and I both work like in special events, right? He's an artist now, freelance artist, but when he worked in trade shows, and he tells me all the time, he's like, I could not work with somebody like you because one, I do talk a lot, and if there's dead silence, sometimes I just be the type to just talk and strike up a conversation when everyone just wants it quiet.
Yeah.
And he'll tell me, he's like, can you just like today just not talk? And I'm like, why? Right? What are you talking about? So yeah, he'll sit there and go, I can't work with you. Kudos to the guys at your office. And I'm like, you know what? They're fine. They love me. He's like, sure. But I do talk a lot. So sometimes I end up talking to myself. So do you guys like talk amongst each other like about new ideas while you guys are making you're doing your prep work?
Yeah. We talk about new things. We talk about new flavors. We talk about our daughter. Just like
Yeah, we conversate about
so Halloween's around the corner and Thanksgiving. Are you guys jumping on that pumpkin? You guys already have the pumpkin.
Okay. We just started it Friday.
I kind of we started sneaking it in a little bit here and there, but then our official was Friday, the first day of fall
for pumpkin spice.
Everything. Nice. Every week we'll have the pumpkin swirl. We'll have our sweet potato.
Okay.
With whipped cream or with toasted marshmallow.
Will that only go on till Thanksgiving? The sweet potato?
Yeah, it usually does. He doesn't want. He wants to always have it year round. So we might.
I like to at least have it during like the winter time.
Right.
You know what I mean? At least till my birthday, which is in January. And then we could.
Or like apple cider, because like apple cider is big right now, right?
Apple crumble, caramel apple.
Yeah. Right.
Probably work on something new here.
Do you guys have anything for Halloween, like candy corn?
No.
Ooh.
No, we don't have candy corn. We had
Someone has asked us about it, but I don't like it.
I don't want that.
I don't like it.
I personally don't like it.
So if you don't like it, you're not going to.
No, if I don't like it, I'm not doing it. It's
like eating wax.
There are some people like my kids. They like it, and I'm like, I don't know, but they like it, right? Yeah. So is that something? If somebody asks, would you guys do it, or just because Rodney, you don't like it, it's not on the menu? I mean, you gotta have more than one person ask for it, right? It doesn't make sense.
And no one's ever asked for it.
Okay,
I've had one person ask
just one person
for candy corn.
The candy corn?
Yeah. So, but that's it. I don't think anyone else. So I'm not gonna do it. I don't care about candy corn.
Just give them some candy corn plain cheesecake. Say, here you go. You can put
there.
It
You
on
go buy you a plain cheesecake and then put your candy
corn on there.
Exactly, and go from there.
That's so funny. So, do you guys have like peppermint for Christmas too?
We have peppermint bark because it has the chocolate in it.
Oh, it's got chocolate. Ooh, even better.
And then we do.
That one looks beautiful too.
Does it? Who comes up with the designs?
The
both of you. You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do cranberry, like a.
Oh, that's a new one.
Oh,
the sugared cranberry or
sugared
something.
Cranberry.
Wow.
A little sprig of mint.
Okay.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Is it
and then
really?
we have eggnog.
Eggnog.
Okay. So I'm not a big fan of eggnog.
I'm not either.
My kids love it.
Okay.
It's not my favorite.
It changes the texture of the cheesecake a little bit because of the liquid that's in it in the eggnog. But we always make it work.
So what are your guys' plans after like this? Do you guys plan to expand besides a brick and mortar? Do you plan to add more products to it? I mean, you guys have Danishes now. Are there anything else that you guys are looking to add with cheesecake elements?
I don't think so. I think
I don't know because she's always
I'm
thinking
always
of
making
stuff like that.
You guys have 60 flavors.
60 flavors and then like 6 individual products.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe because she's always thinking of something. Maybe next week she might think of something and then put it into play, and then it'll be sold like next month or something. You know,
no, that's cool that you guys are always kind of reinventing yourself or like evolving. One of my very first podcasts, a friend of mine, Leah Lana's Bananas. I don't know if you guys have heard of her. It's the frozen banana shop, but she finally opened up a storefront during COVID. I think it was during COVID. But she started off with just basic frozen bananas, like dipped, right? And then she went into banana pudding, banana splits, like all this other stuff, and like hot chocolate bombs. And I'm like, oh, wow, a ton.
Yeah.
But she's always evolving herself from just the standard frozen banana. So that's why I'm asking, like, if that's something you guys would want to do. But I mean, I already see you're doing it now because you have Danishes. And,
yeah. But if, if I come up with anything else, I'm sure it'll work because that's how
it just
how it works.
Right.
It just works.
Yeah, your stuff.
So
is
right now,
amazing.
do you guys just plan to keep adding to the flavors, or are there flavors that you guys want to retire at all?
There was one that we retired. It was mocha because it wasn't selling, which is crazy.
Really?
Because
I love mocha.
Coffee and chocolate.
Like
but
Java.
It just,
yeah.
So maybe we might bring that back. But we had a Heath.
We retired the Heath.
Really?
Yeah.
Nobody liked that? That's
Nobody
one of my favorite
liked it.
candy bars.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Wow.
They didn't. Yeah, they didn't like it.
It didn't sell well.
Snickers does well.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of flavors
People
that
don't
do
like
well,
toffee.
Yeah.
I'm a
I
little
love
offended.
toffee myself too.
Right.
Yeah.
But I guess on the cheesecake, it's different for some people. But
I guess so.
toffee's amazing.
Yeah, toffee's good.
Yeah, no kidding. So moving on from where you guys are, like, I love how you guys have this like cool work dynamic. What inspires you, like, to get up every day and do this grind? Because I know for me, I love to bake, not to the extent that you do, because I don't always bake from scratch, but I don't like to cook.
Okay. Yeah, that's
But
okay.
it's a lot for me to go, do I really want to pull everything out and have to make something right now? It's easier for me to just go out and buy it. But then it's also more expensive.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. My number one, I think our number one inspiration is our daughter, for sure. We do this for her so that one day she can be her own boss and not have to answer to anyone, make her own hours.
Setting up that foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then just our customers, whenever they come in, like, I'd say like 99.99% of them are super happy, smiling.
Are they really?
Yes.
And they're excited.
Do you guys have regulars?
We do. We have a lot of regulars.
Really?
Yeah. We know them by first name.
Really?
We know their order.
So when you guys eventually open up this brick and mortar, like future goals, right? Would you like offer drink, like coffee, and also like people can sit down and...
Yeah, that's one of the things that we were considering is doing like a little coffee shop kind of thing. Like make drinks and stuff.
Okay.
And then have cheesecakes and maybe a seating area, but
that's cool.
Hopefully one day we'll see.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited for you guys because I've seen you guys grow, just following you guys on social media. So who comes up with all the content? Because I see you're catchy. Is that you?
No,
it's me.
It's
that's
you.
her. She
Really?
When you start a business,
you're like
every
she does a lot.
Yeah,
she really does.
You do the marketing, you do the promotion, you do the pictures, you do the product. You do your own everything. Like that's what you gotta do. So I just have to learn all kinds of stuff.
You come up with all the catchy videos because I see some. Yeah. The banana lady, Leah Lansman, she does it too, and she's been known for that. And I'm like, you come up with like you should be a social media marketer, like manager. You know what I mean? And she's like, no, I'm just here to market my bananas.
Right.
But they're really catchy videos, like the reels that you do. So it's all you. You come up with it all. Does your daughter ever help and go, hey, you should do this?
No.
Really?
She's done a voiceover just one time. That was it when she was there that morning. But yeah, we usually just do
because kids know what's trending.
Yeah, well, she's only 6.
Yeah.
So
you'd be
if anything, my
many
nieces
6-year-olds.
We don't. She's not like really on social media.
Oh, that's
she
true.
says that she doesn't have social media, and we don't
Good
have
for
her
her
on it.
Yeah.
So she doesn't know anything about that. She's a kid just playing.
Oh my God, I love that.
With her cousins, like how I did, and she did. So exactly, that's how we're raising her right now.
Good. No, that's awesome.
I'm not having that.
I think my kids were like in middle school. They were 13 and my youngest was begging me. She's like, please, all my friends have it but me. And I'm like, nope. Yeah. Wait till you're 13. And then she was so excited when she got it. Now I can't get them off of it. I mean, she's 17 now and my older ones are 20 and 21. But, at that age, I remember when my oldest was 5 in kindergarten and a lot of her classmates had iPhones.
Wow.
And they were all on social media. And I'm like, how are these kids at 5? I was like, that's crazy.
No way.
No,
so you're definitely letting her be a kid and enjoy. That's awesome.
That's what she is.
Does she ever go into the ghost kitchen with you guys?
She does, yeah.
Yeah?
Okay. She does, yeah.
Does she get bored?
She has, no.
No, well, sometimes she does. But she has a little scooter. She'll ride the scooter. And then, if we're making can I have this? You know, she wants to taste. So we have her taster there.
Because she's a taster.
Exactly. Exactly. But she loves it there.
She's quality control for you guys, right?
Yes, she is.
I love having her there. You
That's
know what I mean?
good. Yeah, no, because it's good for her to see the both of you guys, you know, building this for her, right? Yeah, because it's not like you guys are just hiring random people to do the work, but she's seeing that you guys are actually doing the work, which is good. Yeah.
And that's another thing I love about being a business owner.
Right.
We're the boss. We can have her come to the shop if she wants, if we want, you know, we don't have to ask anyone for permission or anything like that. So that's what I really like too.
So what do you guys like the most about your business and what you do? Is it just the flexibility?
That's a big part. Yeah, we make our own schedule.
Right.
You know, we have a schedule, but we can change it if we have to, if we have something going on a weekend or anything. But we do have a lot of flexibility.
So are you excited now, like for how many years have you had your culinary degree and you're actually using it now? Like,
that's what we were just
talking about
crazy.
that. For real.
I'm finally using it. And it took a long time.
And it's your own business.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously people weren't willing to hire you and whatnot, but like you're doing so well at it, you know? Yeah, right. Because then she'd be working and hustling for somebody else, you know, making cheesecakes for them.
Exactly. Yeah. And not for herself.
Right.
You know? So
this is your baby, so you're building it the way you want, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Very nice.
I love it.
So, no, I love that. You guys are so full of energy. And I'm sure you guys got up at the crack of dawn to start baking stuff too. Oh, wait, today's your day off because it's Monday.
Today.
So we take our daughter to school every day. That's another flexibility thing that we have. You know, we can take her and pick her up. If she has anything going on at school, we can attend it.
That's good.
You know, so I love that too.
Yeah, that's tough. Because I remember working I still work 9 to 5, but a little bit more now, but when my kids were younger, my son was in kindergarten, I almost missed his graduation because he left all the papers shoved in his backpack.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice it until the morning of his graduation. And I'm like, your backpack is really full of junk. Let's just clear, you know, old sandwiches. This kid, he stored everything in there because he didn't want to eat his sandwiches. So anyway, I was like pulling out papers and I'm like, Elijah. He goes, yes. And I'm like, today's your graduation, son. He goes, oh, I didn't know. He's 5, right?
Yeah.
And I said, honey, I got to ask for time off from work now. So I had to leave work early and rush, you know, to go and be there. So it's nice that you guys have that flexibility. You don't have to report to anybody but yourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just been working for us. Like it's been great.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
I bet, because you were driving, doing a lot of driving before. So were you away from home a lot?
No, it was just locally.
It was all local.
Yeah,
okay.
Just different businesses,
right?
Needed boxes and stuff like that. You know,
right?
It sucks. I have to hear a boss that's like, he's not cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some of them aren't always friendly.
Yeah, and you're like,
right.
Dude, I do my job. You know, like just leave me alone, whatever. But you just the day-to-day BS with like, you know, a job if you have like a douche boss or whatever, you know what I mean, or whatever. Like
we've all encountered that every like here and there, right? Yeah,
on, you know. But I'm glad where we're at.
Good.
I just want to get this brick and mortar in
the
future. You know what I mean? And
are you looking like in the next year for the brick and mortar?
Yeah, hopefully. We're just building our clientele and our name still. I think, you know what I mean. But we're taking it at our speed, you know, so
at our pace.
Yeah, at our pace. And hopefully within a year, hopefully.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. That's exciting. I'm excited for you guys.
Thank you so much.
So if there's anybody right now, I mean, I know there's a lot of people who cook, right? I mean, I honestly, Cindy, I actually thought you were in the business before you started this and didn't realize you were just working an office job. So if anyone out there, that's a piece of advice that you can give them to start a business or for their passion, right? What advice would you give them?
I would just stay focused on what you love. You have to have passion for what you love and what you want to do. After a culinary school, I was just baking for coworkers and baking for
that's
family.
How they knew you were a great baker.
And I kept it up, and everyone's like, "You should open a bakery. You should open a bakery."
Right.
It's a lot of work to open a bakery. So I just kept up with it, and just stay focused, stay in your lane.
Right.
Just do what you love.
So when everyone was telling you to open a bakery, and you thought, "Okay, I'll go ahead and do it," what was going through your mind when you were actually, because like the paperwork's a lot of work, right? And
he was doing all that.
Oh, so you, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I didn't want to do any of that paperwork.
Right. I don't blame you.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah, it is a lot. You have the patience for it, so that's good.
Yeah, and I don't, so he does. So that's how we balance.
See, yeah, you guys have that balance,
but
right?
then she helps me like as far as using the computer because I'm not like a computer person.
Okay.
So she'll help me do it, but I navigate through there. Okay, this is
Right.
what needs to be done and stuff. But yeah, I do all of that.
Nice. And then you do all the social media.
Yeah.
And you the two of you guys come up with the flavors, or is it just more?
I'd say both of us.
Yeah.
We all come up with the flavors, but mainly it's been you, I would say, because she has like the great ideas. But,
right.
I mean, strawberry, of course, all the fruits you can think of,
right.
Candies. But yeah, a lot of the new ones, they've been her. But yeah.
Good. That's exciting.
Yeah.
So like moving on from that, like a lot of people I always ask on my show, is there like a daily affirmation or that you like to start your day off with, or a routine? Some people, get up, they meditate. Like, what do you guys do to start your day off or your week even?
Nothing. I mean, for me, it's really nothing.
Yeah.
I just I talk to my family, like when I get up. My family.
Is that like your parents?
That's no longer her. Like my mom, my dad, my brother, and them.
Yeah.
I just ask them like every day to watch over my family, my
Nice.
business, keep us in good health. But I don't have like a quote or anything
Right.
like that. I just ask for protection and to watch over us. You know
Right.
what I mean? And then just go about my day like doing good and being nice to people and
Staying out of trouble.
Staying out of trouble. Exactly. Staying out of trouble, staying focused on these cheesecakes.
Right.
And, meeting new people, giving them a flyer. I try to at least give 1 to 2 flyers a day, Now that we're so busy, it's kind of hard sometimes, I'm in a rush and I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It's kind of hard to give a flyer.
Were you
sometimes,
just putting flyers on people's cars at one point, like in the parking lot?
Yeah, I would do
really?
that. Yeah, I'm like a street team.
So I'm curious, right? So talking about your past, right? We used to get into trouble.
Yeah.
Do people do they kind of, oh my gosh, are they a little taken back when you approach them on the street?
I've had some.
Yeah.
Right? They're like, oh no, but I say, excuse me,
right.
do you like cheesecake?
Right.
That's normally what I ask.
Okay.
They're like, oh no. I say, okay, that's fine.
Right.
And then I walk off. But majority, they're like, oh yeah, I love cheesecake. Can I tell you about my business? Would you like one of my flyers?
Right.
And they're like, oh yeah. Some
That's
of them,
cool.
I already follow you, or,
right.
I've seen you. So yeah, but I've had the people back up and they're like, oh no.
They're kind of taken back, yeah.
Well,
because nobody really does that anymore.
Yeah.
There's like safety concerns, right? People, they want to be safe. They don't want to go out and start meeting random people and going up to them. And I mean, unless you're like, I see a lot of the kids still selling CDs sometimes in the parking lots.
Yeah.
But other than that, other people are worried about their safety too. So they don't want to go up to random strangers and say, hey, and like promote their business, right?
Yeah.
Like, do you ever get worried approaching
No, but like
other...
I said, I'll take it back. Like I said, I only really approach like females.
The females,
right?
yeah, the
And
moms.
like a mom with her children or her grandchildren. There's an age group that I kind of target, and I know how to talk
especially
to people.
with all the little kids, because they're like, Mom, get cheesecake, Mom.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, that's how I take my approach. But I've had women do
right.
like now, older women or even grandmothers, some like, no, I don't.
Like, don't talk to me.
Yeah, don't talk to me.
Really?
I've had that, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And that's okay, yeah.
It's fine. Like,
yeah.
I walk away smiling like, okay, that's cool. You know what I mean? You'll hear of us one day.
Yeah.
Mark
Yeah,
my
no, people
words.
are definitely hearing about you guys, Are you guys doing any, do you have plans to do like those foodie fests and stuff? Have you guys looked into that?
We haven't. A lot of people ask us.
Right.
But we haven't, just because I think you need different licenses and then the whole setup.
Oh, you're right.
We don't have like
Tents,
a portable refrigeration.
Got
and all
it.
that
Yeah,
stuff.
that's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
Even
It
for the
is.
hot foods, because they have to keep it heated and
They gotta
warm.
bring
Right.
their ovens and all that stuff that I've seen.
Fryers,
I'm like,
Okay.
yeah, their
all that.
fryers.
Right.
I don't have transportation for that as well, too.
Got
so
it.
It's just like,
Right.
pull up to the shop and come get your cheesecakes.
Right. Do you
But
guys
yeah.
deliver?
For larger orders, we do.
You do? Okay.
Like the weddings
Right.
and anniversaries, but just to deliver, we don't. No.
Most likely people just come up and pick up
Yes.
from you.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's kind of like
Yeah.
we're like a donut shop.
Yeah.
You come in.
They just drive up
we
and
we let you guys know the flavors, let
Right.
everyone know the flavors because they change daily.
Okay.
And then they just pick their flavors and we just package it. And
Nice.
They go. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cute. No, I love it. I love that you guys have like grown, and I had no idea you guys had 60 flavors because
Yeah.
you guys have definitely been working hard on the back end. Like, what other flavor could we get? Just not candy corn. It's okay. Because Rodney doesn't like candy corn. Yeah. It's the Halloween season. I mean, you could easily just do a plain cheesecake and just put there's a candy corn and sell it like that. And I guarantee you people may buy that.
I know. Just put one candy corn right in the middle.
People may buy it, just like one candy corn. Yeah. But, it's fine. These are your flavors. You guys do whatever you want. Just trying to get you guys an extra couple of dollars, right? And the simplest things will sell. My kids like candy corn. I'm not a big fan of it. They love eggnog, and I'm not a big fan. But like you love eggnog, right?
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I would ever try that flavor. But I like the
cheesecake that we make.
Okay, so it's a little bit of a different flavor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's got a hint of eggnog.
Correct.
Yeah, it's not eggnoggy.
Some nutmeg.
Right. Yeah, that flavor is just not, but people love it. And I'm just like, I don't know.
You're going to have to come try it
I will.
season.
I'm actually going to bring my kids because they love cheesecake.
Okay.
Yeah, my husband loves cheesecake. He likes the plain, New York cheesecake. He doesn't want anything on it. And sometimes I'm like, do you not want to try a different flavor? Like, no. Yeah.
There's a lot of people that like just plain stuff, and that's perfectly fine. We always have our OGs. That's our plain cheesecake. Another one
I love the name.
Yeah, it's just OG.
And original, right?
Yeah. And then another one is the double crust. A lot of people love that, and it's just extra crust with some more ingredients on top. Yeah, so you get the double crust on the cheesecake. And that's just as plain as the other one too.
And what's the average order that people make? Is it like a dozen?
A lot of people do 6 packs because they want to come and taste it first.
Right.
Yes.
Or they'll just get a 4-inch mini.
Okay.
Some people, a 6-pack is too many for them, so we do sell the baby cakes individually.
Okay. I like the baby cakes. Those are like a perfect size.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Like 4 little pieces, Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
And then sometimes they just want a cup because our cups are eggless. Some people can't eat eggs, so they can have
the allergies.
Yep.
So you guys cater to that. What made you guys come up with the idea of not having the standard cheesecake slice to offer? Do you guys have the little
I think
cupcake
it's
tarts
just different.
Yeah.
And I like to be different.
Yeah.
Right.
We have the variety of different flavors you can have in each pack instead of one flavor.
Right.
One slice. I think that's where that came in play.
Yeah. And then for me, it's more like it takes super long to bake. And then it takes
like a whole cheesecake and then have to
cheesecake.
Slice it. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
And then it takes even longer to cool.
Right.
Then you got to refrigerate it. So, and then there's, we're in a little kitchen, so it's we don't have the refrigeration space to, keep 100 9-inch cheesecakes.
So were you always like testing it out, like the consistency, like baking individual little cheesecakes before you launched the business, and you came up with the idea and said, you know what, I'm not doing a slice of cheesecake. We're going to do round little like tarts.
Yeah, I think it was just like the cupcake ones that we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Because those bake fast, they cool fast.
Okay.
And then it just works because people like bite-sized things, right? You just
they do.
So the baby cake, he can probably stuff a whole one in his mouth if he wanted to.
They're like little mini tart size. Yeah, they're super cute.
Yeah, or you can cut them in little, half or fours, and then and then you just taste it. And that's what a lot of people do. They get a 6-pack with different flavors, and then they'll cut into it and have everyone taste it.
Yeah. And then they come back the next day. And
right.
Like,
and then they order the flavors that they want.
Yes. I need a 12-pack that went like that. I'm like, really? They're like,
you guys also have like a variety 12-pack, like assorted flavors too, right?
Well,
You offer that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, you get to pick every flavor that's in the display case that we have for the day. So, you want 2 strawberry, 2 CPCs, 2 banana puddings.
Nice.
So, it's always going to be a variety pack when you come in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So every day that we're open, we have like 8 to 12 flavors
that you showcase. Yeah.
That we have for that day. And then they just come in and pick their flavors. We always have our 3 main ones that are the best sellers: the strawberry crunch, the banana pudding, and then one that we call CPC.
What does that stand for?
Caramel pecan crunch.
Ooh.
That one's toasted. It's a toasted cheesecake with caramel and pecans. That one is one of the top sellers. So we always have those 3.
Yes.
So for your toppings, do you have to prep that separately, all the pecans, and you toast them and caramelize them, and then you put it on the side? And
every element on every cheesecake that we have is a process to do.
That's a
like
lot
the
of
crunch,
work.
we have to do the crunch for the crunches, and then we have a lemon crunch, so we have to do the lemon crunch. You know, we have a caramel for this candy and a chocolate for that one. So it's a lot.
Oh my gosh.
But we have it down pat.
Yeah,
like
you have a routine. So, okay.
Yeah.
So what happens if one of you guys gets sick and it ruins the flow of things?
I did.
Do you pick up the slack for him?
It was,
did it
really?
really?
4th of July.
Or
It was
in the
4th of
summer.
July.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
4th of July.
I came down with a stomach bug.
Okay.
And he had to just do all of it by himself.
So do you know, so Rodney, do you know how to bake the cheesecakes too?
I do.
Yeah,
okay.
he does everything too. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
He's
so that
my
you have
little sous
backup.
chef.
There you go. See?
Yeah, I do it. I do it all.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
I'm the muscle. I'm the baker, right?
You deliver a lot of the big orders
Yes,
too? Okay.
I do.
Wow.
Yeah, I decorate, I cut, I wash, I do it all. I do the dishes.
That's awesome.
I mop, I clean.
Yeah.
You know, I do it all. Yeah.
Good for you.
It's
Yeah,
a crazy day if one of us isn't there.
Right.
And it's super stressful because we're the cashier. We're the one that has to, you know,
put the packs
the packs together. We have
bring
to
it back
fill
to
the
the
display
customer.
case.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're doing that by yourself. It's,
So
it's a lot.
that day when she was off,
Was it
with
just
that,
the one day?
Yes.
Yeah. Because we were
Rodney's
open.
like, thank God it was just the one day.
Oh my goodness.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
work.
I bet.
Yeah, you gotta wash the
just
dishes.
just listening to you about it. I mean, it's a lot. You definitely need. What are you going to do? Start sending your daughter back there? Go wash some dishes,
I know,
honey.
right? I think she stayed home that day.
Okay.
And then, well, my daughter did, but she stayed home. I got there maybe 2 hours
Yeah.
early. And I did everything. I washed the dishes before we opened. And then, you know, I dealt with the customers. I filled the display case. I did it all that day. I had to bake. We weren't open the next day.
Yeah, because I think it was a Monday.
It was a holiday?
Yeah, it was a holiday.
It was
So
4th
we
of
just
July, but I
opened.
think the next day was Tuesday or something.
Got it.
So we were off, but I still had to wash the dishes.
Right.
You know, to be clean, obviously, and
Right.
stuff for when we come back. But thank God I didn't have to bake.
Right.
You know, we weren't open the next day. But yeah, that was a crazy day. But
Wow.
we sold out like in 2 hours.
Right. Okay.
So that was great for me.
Good for you, right? Because then you're done. You're like, okay, I can
done.
show.
Yes.
Well, you still have to like
Close
clean
shop.
up
I had to
and
clean
stuff,
up,
but
right,
at
of
least you
course.
close.
But
Right.
I put the sold out sign. I locked the door.
Right.
I was like, yeah.
You're like, now I got to clean up.
Yeah, and then
so
I can
what
go
time
home.
do you guys normally close?
On Fridays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, we close at 5.
Okay.
And then Saturdays, we close at 6. But a lot of times we sell out. So if we sell out, we'll post that on Instagram.
And you just close early.
and we close early.
Yeah.
But we're still there.
Right.
Because we still have to prep and bake
Right.
and all this stuff.
Right.
So
And clean.
we're always there.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, I mean, at least he was able to hold down the fort while you were sick.
And I was so I trust
Were
him.
you worried?
I know, no,
Okay.
I wasn't worried. I was just like, it sucks because
Right.
like it sucks to be by yourself.
Yeah.
Doing all of that.
Right.
So I was more upset that I was sick.
Right.
Because I didn't
You
ditch
couldn't
him,
offer
but I
him
couldn't-
any help,
Yeah, I
right.
couldn't help him.
I know.
But he did it. He was all good.
As long as people are patient, because sometimes like customers they lose patience, right? They're like, why are you guys like taking forever? But they don't realize you're like a one-man show right now.
Yeah. And luckily, a lot of our customers are super nice.
Okay.
They're super understanding.
Yeah.
They know we're a very small,
Right.
tight business. So they have patience. A lot of them do.
Yeah.
And we appreciate it.
Yeah, especially.
And they're like regulars too.
Especially,
Yeah.
our
the
regulars,
regulars,
they have
yeah.
patience, you know. They know what's going on.
Right.
And they appreciate it. So
Yeah, because
that's
people
good.
nowadays, like they lose their patience so fast with service being a little bit slower.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've seen it at restaurants and I'm like, give them a break. They're short staffed, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
I think a
people
lot of
And
times,
us too, because we're like that. We ordered food, I think, the other
Right.
day, and I was like,
But we
it's taking a while,
understand.
but I'm
Right,
like,
you
we
understand.
we
Yeah.
understand
I'm
because
looking
we're
like a short staff, and
Right.
we're on the other side of that.
Right.
So
Exactly.
we get it. You know, I used to
Right.
work at a bank, at Bank of America as a teller and a supervisor. And
did people give you attitude if there was like a long line?
yeah, but it's like,
Really?
wow. You know,
You're like, it's a
You
Friday,
can't-
it's payday. Everyone's here to deposit their
right,
That-
deposit
yeah.
and get change,
Right,
or whatever.
right.
You know, you have people that are in different levels. You might have
Yeah.
an elderly couple.
Yeah.
That couple's going to take longer
Right.
than a younger
Right.
couple
Yeah.
or a younger person. You know, so like relax, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Just
for sure. I think
relax.
people
so
need to
when,
relax
you
a
know,
little bit
I
more.
go to the bank now and I see them, the tellers, because I was one,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't go and this is taking too long. And I
Right,
can't-
right.
Because I know how it feels. I know that other side. And
Right.
sometimes it's not fun, you know, when you have a long line and there's like 50 people looking at you. Mm-hmm. It's like a lot of pressure, So I get it.
Sure.
You just bring patience. And
I think one time, remember, that reminds me, like, I think I was like 19, or I think I was 18. My parents had that hair salon, right? It was by the military base. So it was busy, right? With a lot of military people. And we had 50 people on the wait list. Everybody was full. And people were like, how long's the wait? I'm like, 30 minutes. And at one point, my mom, she was also a stylist. She'd turn around. She's like, you need to stop telling them 30 minutes. Like, it's like an hour. Right. I'm like, if I tell them it's an hour, they're going to scream at me. Because I was like young. And I'm like, I don't want to deal with people screaming at me. Yeah. People would scream and go, what do you mean? Like, I had an appointment and I'm still waiting. And I'm like, look, we're doing the best that we can. But what do you do when you have 10 people sitting in each stylist chair and you have 50 people on the wait list because it's a holiday weekend and everyone wants to get their hair done. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the military guys, they come every week. At some point, I was like telling my brother also was a barber. I was like, can you start telling your clients, like, why do they have to come every week? Like, their hair is so short. And he's like, no, these military guys, they like to get it fresh. Yeah. A fresh fade all the time. Yep. Right. I'm like, it's okay if it's like a quarter of an inch thick. Who cares? Other people need to get their hair colored and stuff. He's like, no. But that was like, it was a lot of pressure to be there at the front, taking people's names and telling them like, hey, the wait's going to be 35 to 40 minutes. And they're screaming at you. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm glad that your clients are a little bit more patient with you guys. We
also, like for Thanksgiving and Christmas, those are like our really, really busy holidays.
Oh, that's right.
We'll put a sign out for like 3 customers at a time.
Customers at a time.
Because they all just come in.
Yeah. And they're just looking like the display case gets low because our display case isn't that big, but we have
you have to keep refilling it.
Right. And they're like, they're
like they're worried. They're like, oh my God, you guys
don't worry. We have more. And we have, that has happened. We sold out when people were still in line. So
really?
Yeah. So we told them they get first dibs the next day because they were here in line. So that's what happened.
So are you guys, having gone through that last holiday season, this holiday season, are you guys going to be preparing more?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
We've learned a lot.
Oh yeah,
we learned
no, that's good. Yeah. Like you learn from all the mistakes that you guys have made, right? Which I'm sure you guys have made a lot of mistakes, but that's how we all learn.
It's just a learning lesson, you know what I mean? Oh, like let's bake more. Yeah, going
right, because then you don't want to over bake, and then like it doesn't sell out.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right. And that's a lot of times too. We don't know how the day is going to be until we're in it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There could be someone that comes in on a Saturday that wants 5 12-packs for a party. Mm-hmm. So boom, there goes, 5 times 12. I don't know what that is, but that's a lot of cheesecake. Mm-hmm. So.
But you guys take a lot of pre-orders too, right?
We do take pre-orders. Okay. Yeah, we take pre-orders for an hour before we open.
Okay.
So that's always good, and we always tell people, especially the people that come in later in the day, and they come in and our display case isn't full because it's been selling. Mm-hmm. But we tell them, you can always pre-order. You can call, text, or DM to pre-order. Right. Once we post the flavors at 11, so that you get what you want when you come in.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's
it's always the best way to do it.
Right.
Because once we sell out of certain flavors, they're out. We can replenish, we can make more if we have more.
So how often do you rotate your flavors are there some flavors that you, aside from your popular ones, that you bring on every day from like the group of flavors? Because you said your main OG cheesecake, that one, and the strawberry cheesecake you have every day.
And the CPC.
But and you'll rotate the others? Is it like every week you'll come back and do the next rotation?
No, it's just every day.
Every day?
Every day it's a different flavor.
Wow.
But we have a lot of our main ones that, like fudge brownie, that one, everyone loves that. Who doesn't love brownies and cheesecake?
That sounds yummy.
Yeah. Double crust too. People love the crust now.
Okay.
So
and the classics, when you think about a cheesecake back in the day, you always see just a classic cherry cheesecake or even blueberry. Right. So we have our classics too that everyone likes. So
do you guys ever, I'm sure your daughter asks like, hey, can I bring cheesecakes to my class?
No.
Do you bring it to the school?
No, we can't. We can't.
I don't even think we
you're
can
right, because of food allergies, right?
Yeah, there's a big thing with food allergies.
That's right.
Food to the school. Her teacher was telling us that.
But I thought as long as it's baked at a kitchen, right, where it states, I guess it has to state all the ingredients, or it has to state that it's been prepared in a kitchen where they prepare with nuts, right? Is that something
I think every school is different.
Okay.
I know her school, like for Halloween, we can't bring any goodie bags that have candy in it. Like,
God, they've changed it so much.
Like
since...
not even prepackaged candy, like a little Snickers or a little.
So they don't do Halloween goodie bags for each other anymore. Like
no,
really?
This year when I do it for her class, it's just going to be like pencils and erasers.
Wow,
like Halloween themed.
Not even wrapped candy.
No, nothing. Like we can't.
Why?
I think it's allergies. I think it's the food allergies.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we can't buy pizza, like a Little Caesars or a Pizza Hut or whatever kind of pizza, and bring it to
class.
We can't do that.
For lunch. We used to get that.
I used to get that. Yeah.
We
used to love when it was somebody's birthday because we're like, hey, somebody's mom made cupcakes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Chocolate
like
or vanilla cupcakes.
The sprinkles and all that.
Yeah, well, and I know for me, like growing up, my kids, like I wasn't making like a lot of money. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to bake the cupcakes for your class. I'm not going to go buy them because it's cheaper. You can't do that anymore.
No,
wow.
Can't do any of that anymore.
Times have definitely changed. Yeah. I think kids are so sensitive nowadays. I think we make them sensitive.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I think we kind of feed into that. Yeah,
sensitive.
You know, like oh, boohoo, my son had my son had nut allergies growing up, but I didn't. Not carry it around the house because my daughters love peanuts and everything else. I just told him like, hey, you have a nut allergy, don't eat it.
Yeah,
he would learn.
Exactly.
Right.
That's like me. I think my mom told me blue cheese. Right?
Yeah.
So I don't eat
are you allergic
cheese.
to blue cheese?
That's what she had told me.
Really?
And I've never eaten blue cheese, so that's what it is.
Yeah.
I just stick
We're
with
a ranch kind of family. We don't do blue cheese.
Ranch anyway. I don't like the smell of it, so.
Yeah, no, my dad loves blue cheese.
So does my dad.
Yeah.
He likes
I never liked it growing up, but
like
as I got older, my husband likes blue cheese. I'm like, okay, let's just have blue cheese. But I never in a million years would you ever catch me like ordering blue cheese for my salad. Yeah. That's too funny. So I appreciate you guys coming out here to do this because you guys are so busy.
So like
when do you guys take some time off aside from just your regular day off? And what do you do on your time off? Do you guys just hang out at home? And
I play basketball. So I play basketball like Tuesday nights and then I play Friday nights.
Yeah. Like an adult league kind of?
Adult league at the Tarkanian basketball gym right there behind Palace Station. So that's what I do 2 nights out of the week. And that's really about it. Schedule vacations when we can. You know, trying to
Have you guys taken a vacation since you started the business? I'm curious to know because
like a vacation,
like a vacation where you guys step away
like
from
don't work,
like
not even on the phone,
right?
That never happens.
Never.
Really?
Because all our stuff is social media, so we always have to keep up with that stuff. I have to let people know, the schedule or whatever if anything's changed. But we have taken like Disneyland, Legoland, stuff like that
with your daughter.
Back to the Bay Area.
Or do a staycation here because
we've done here. We've done plenty of staycations.
We just did
that.
Las Vegas.
I like Lake Las Vegas.
That's nice out there.
It's super nice because it feels like you're not in Vegas.
Right. You're in a separate place. Yeah.
You're
feel
not
like you're
at
kind
home,
of
but
away.
you still are.
At the water slides.
But we do have a real vacation coming in January for his birthday.
So then who's going to man the store? Or
we're
you
going
guys
to be closed.
We close it down.
Yeah, we're going to be
closed.
Nice.
Okay.
We'll be closed.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you need that every so often. That was the hardest thing for my family when we had that hair salon. It was like, okay, mom and dad are going to go on vacation for a month. And I'm like, wait a minute. Who's managing the business? And it was me and my brother. We're like, well, we don't want to do it all the time because like we were 19, 20. Well, even by the time we were 21, we were out at the clubs. And we're like, no, we don't want to have to get up early and come here because we're going to be out late at night. But we did. We had to be responsible, right?
Yep.
It's tough. It's definitely tough. But at least you guys are planning that ahead of time.
Yeah, we like to schedule things with our daughter, like little weekends or, on our Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday when, during summer when she's not in school. But we always have to make time for her, and that's the thing with like a small business. We don't. If we close, we're not getting paid.
Right.
We don't make any money. We don't have vacation time. So we just adjust our schedule, and then we'll be open on our closed days if we're going to be out that weekend. So we always just make things work.
Good. Yeah. Well, I'm glad it's working out for you guys. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you again for coming out. I appreciate this.
Thank you. Thanks for being our first podcast.
A couple years later, really. I know, right? I'm excited because I remember when I
told you
when I reached out to you guys, you were like, hey, so we got to hold off for a minute, but you are going to be the first. And I was like, okay. So a year later, I'm like, you know what? They probably forgot. They're too busy. And then you guys reached out and I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Excited for you guys. I'm excited to see you guys continue to grow. I'm excited to see how well well you guys are doing.
Thank you.
I love all your reels. Are you guys on TikTok too?
We are. We're mainly on Instagram, but we do have a TikTok. Okay. But it's Instagram more.
Yeah, I'm always like looking for catchy stuff because I do social media for my corporate job, right?
Okay.
And I mean, as old as I am, I'm like, why don't you guys hire somebody in their 20s to do this? Because they know what's trending, right?
Yeah.
But then they're like, yeah, we got to watch out for that because 20-year-olds don't necessarily know what's appropriate to post as well. Right. So I'm like, oh, okay. But I'm always looking for trending like audio and stuff, little like transitions and stuff they could do with ours. So so thanks for keeping me up to date with all the trends because I like watching you guys in your so very fun. Thank you again. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week and you enjoy your day off.
Thank you very much.
And we'll definitely stay in touch. I'm going to bring my kids up there so they can try all the different flavors.
Sounds
except
good.
Candy corn.
We won't have candy corn. Sorry.
I might have one in the back.
I'll just put a candy on there. I'll just put a candy corn on the plain one. Here you go. You can have it. So awesome. Well, thank you. You guys have a good day.
Thank you.
And we'll definitely stay in touch.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.